Hi, it's Cheryl. Welcome to Homebridge Studio. Are you a Gilmore Girls fan? I'm a huge fan. I have watched that program so many times and I still never get tired of it. Anyway, my daughter and I are crafting up some Gilmore Girls pieces to put in her coffee shop because she has a Gilmore Girls event coming up. And at the end of this video, I will show you a quick tour of her shop. So let's just start into the crafts. And this is number one. It is a Gilmore Girls sign. And if you make this is totally customizable. Yeah, my daughter does goofy things like that, you'll see. But this is totally customizable. It doesn't have to be about Gilmore Girls. You can do Pumpkin Patch, you can do Christmas, Elves, Santa Claus Workshop, whatever. See, she's being goofy. I'm just showing you how to make this. So I got that long steak from, let's see, Dollar General. I think it was $1.99. I have a bunch of arrows, different sizes and shapes from the Dollar Tree. I have that wood shelf from the Dollar Tree, and so I think there's 2, 4, 5, the wood shelf and the stake, and all of these colors according to what the signs look like on the Gilmore Girls show. Okay, so because the sign has so many pieces to it, her and I are tackling it together. I'm going to paint the Welcome to Stars Hollow sign, and that is a light blue with white lettering, and she is painting the ever so popular arrow that points to Luke's coffee shop. So if you know about Gilmore Girls, Luke's coffee shop is like the main place because Gilmore Girls is all about coffee. Well, not all about coffee, but a lot of the themes in the show is about coffee, and the sayings are, and it all starts in Luke's cafe. And if you haven't, or Luke's diner I should say, and if you haven't seen Gilmore Girls, this is so light and just a really easy show to watch, and it's just so comforting. And I think that's why this is an event all over the United States, at least I know that people go to. And her Gilmore Girls event has already happened now that I'm recording this, and it was a huge event. Anyway, so she's painting Luke's diner, and then I'm still painting the Gilmore Girls sign, and now she's starting on the second one. I don't know which one this is, but these are the popular places in the show. And I'm just using stencils, letter stencils, and I have that star stencil because it's, Stars Hollow. And I believe this stencil is from the Dollar Tree. Yeah, it is from the Dollar Tree. So she did Kim's Antiques. And Kim is the mother of Rory's best friend. And I can't remember her name off the top of my head right now. So that was another sign. And the Dragonfly Inn is the famous restaurant. It's not real, it's all make-believe, but super cute. And see how we're piecing it all together. So different colors, different arrows, different sizes of arrows pointing in different ways. And of course we have Lorelai's house and Miss Patty's School of Ballet. And she's just taking pictures of that. So like I said, this is totally customizable. You don't have to do a Gilmore Girls theme. You can do a Christmas theme. You can do a fall theme. And I just took these and I glued them with E6000 in a little bit of hot glue. And you could probably use wood glue too because it's gluing wood on top of wood. And obviously these are not perfect because we wanted it to be that way. If you wanted to make it look more perfect, you can stencil it. Okay, number 2. One of the famous sayings is, or the song, "Where you go, I will follow." And so I made this sign, and you can again make any sign you want using these same pieces. So I have the house, it was in my stash. I have those wood letters, it was in my stash. Leaves, I don't end up using the ribbon. And then I have this acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree. I think it's in the color almond. And I have some black acrylic paint as well, and I believe I use white. So I'm just pulling all the pieces off of this. I do not remove the roof, the 2 wood pieces up there. I've done that before on this piece and it will crack them. So I'm just going to pull all the paper off. So the best way for me is just to kind of lift up the corners so you can tear it where you can, and then spritz it with water, let it set for about 10-15 minutes, and then it's easier to pull all the paper off. So I pulled it off the chimney and I pulled it off the house, and now I'm going to paint it. Now Melissa on the left here is working on, I believe it's pronounced Doozie's Market, and she just has some paper bags and she's just drawing and painting their logo on those bags. She's going to hang them up in her coffee shop. And now, after I painted the almond on the house that you just saw there, I didn't let that dry, and now I'm painting white on top of it. Why I chose white? Probably because I am going to put the letters on there, and I wanted to put black letters on there. But as you can see here, because I didn't let the paint dry and the cardboard below it, it's having some chemical reaction, which at first I hated, but then after my daughter Melissa and I were looking at it, I'm like, that looks kind of cool. So I have acrylic paint on top of the wet cardboard that's not quite dry, almost dry, not quite, and then I put white chalk paint on top of that, and that's what had made that reaction, which looks kind of super cool, I think. I didn't have all of the wood letters, so I had the metal letters in my stash, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to use these. Didn't want to paint them black. It's very hard to paint on metal, as you guys probably know. You can mix paint in with Mod Podge, but then you have to put like 2 or 3 coats on it, and I had these metal letters, and I thought I'm just going to do that. So I put Where You Go, I Will Follow. I love that song. And I just threw some leaves up there because I wanted this to have like a real fall, comfort, cozy feel to it. So I just popped 4 of them up there on top. And I did paint the chimney, by the way, and I distressed the roof too, the little 2 roof pieces there. Now I have an acorn, and these are from the Dollar Tree, but I had them in my stash. The acorn and the little berries here. And I just glued them up there to give it a pop of the fall comfort feeling. And there you go. And this is how this piece turned out. And sometimes mistakes actually work out in your favor. And so now I know how to distress a piece like this, you know, if next time I want it to look like this. Okay, number 3. One of the other sayings is coffee, coffee, coffee. So I'm going to make a sign that says that, but kind of in a different way. So I have the wood square, and I have the 2 different types of wood coffee letters. One is from a local craft store, the other one is from the Dollar Tree. And then I have this lighted piece. I'm sure you guys have seen it. If not, have it. This is from the Dollar Tree. So we're just going to go with that. We're going to use some of the stuff in my stash. And then I have some tumbling tower blocks. I have light blue acrylic paint and white acrylic paint. So I just painted this board with only 1 coat of white acrylic paint. And while that's drying, I took all of these letters, coffee, coffee, and I'm painting them light blue. So the light blue matches the lit coffee cup. So I'm just going with the colors instead of trying to paint that lighted coffee cup in a different color. And this is a makeup brush that I got from the Dollar Tree. I saw another crafter. I can't remember her name, like Blessings Craft Therapy or something. She uses the makeup brushes from the Dollar Tree, and they work really, really well if you're trying to get in nooks and crannies. Not painting a flat surface, but painting letters and numbers like that works really, really well. And they're cheap, and they clean up really well too. So now I took this coffee cup here, and I just put some tumbling tower blocks on the bottom to give it lift. And the reason that, and there are 3 on each side, so 6 total, and the reason that I'm lifting it up is because you can put your hand or your finger under there and turn that light on and off. Because if I would have glued it flat on there, obviously I wouldn't be able to turn the light off and on. So again, this is totally customizable. You can put any saying you want on here. I believe they have like, they have the coffee one. I think they have the hot chocolate one. So you can have your own saying, and you can glue the hot chocolate one on there. So coffee, 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 and then I just wanted to put a pop of fall in there. And so I just had the pre-made bow from the Dollar Tree and a little pumpkin, and I glued it on there. But you can leave it plain, you can glue something else on there. But I just wanted to do that for her coffee shop. In another saying, drink coffee like a girl. No, drink coffee like a Gilmore. So this is another sign for her coffee shop. And this is super simple and easy. I have this MDF piece from the Dollar Tree. I have all these wood letters from the Dollar Tree, and I have some white acrylic paint, or no, maybe it's ivory chalk paint or plaster chalk paint. It's a light colored white paint or cream color, any color would do. And then I have some antique wax. So I painted the front of the board or the back of the board with 1 coat of the chalk paint. While that's drying, I'm now just painting the antique wax on all of these letters, letters. And I put the wax paper down, and then I put tape down, and then I put the letters on top of the tape, and then you can paint them and they won't move around. You don't get your fingers all dirty. So that's why I did that. Then I distressed the board after the paint was dry with a dry brush with the antique wax, because I wanted it to look like wood, as I just showed you up close. And then now I'm just gluing. I measured it, put all these letters in the middle of the board, and I'm gluing them on there. And then you see those wood coffee cups there. I'm sure you recognize them. Those are from the Dollar Tree. I think I got them a year or 2 ago. I've never used them. I didn't know what to use them for. And they were just laying in my craft room on top of something, and I'm like, oh, perfect. This is the perfect piece to use these on. So I put 1 on each end. And then now I'm gonna flip the board over, because we do need to finish the back of the board, because this is actually going in her coffee shop. So I glued the jute twine that I took off of it back onto it, and then I took this craft paper that you can get from the Dollar Tree, and I glued the craft paper all around, just the edges on the top, the bottom, and both sides. And now I have my rotary cutting tool, and I just cut that away. And so underneath it is the hanger, underneath the craft paper. And it just cleans it up very nicely, and I think this turned out super cute. And again, you could do this with anything. You can have your own saying on here. This is just drink coffee like a Gilmore, because it's a Gilmore Girls theme video. And number 5, the name of the market is Doozy's Market. And I showed you in the beginning of this video, she was working on, she took and made 2 bags. She just measured it out and made a triangle, an upside down triangle, and then just hand painted Doozy's Market in there. And this is how they turned out. I didn't want to show you all that painting and drawing, because I know you guys know how to paint and draw. But I thought these turned out really cute. And then she made a Yale pennant that didn't turn out great, but it is what it is, you know? So I wasn't there for the event. We got there the day after the event, but here is her sign that one of her employees made. So they had different flavors of coffee, the Chilton Chai, Chilton's the name of the school, the Yale Dropout, Luke's Diner Special, and then in Luke's Diner there is a no cell phone sign, and that's a part of the show too that's kind of funny, because every time Lorelai picks up her phone, Luke will point to the sign. It's just really cute. And here is my daughter Melissa's coffee shop. It's in Madisonville, Kentucky. It's called Simply Poured. and she's done such a super cute, amazing job with this. I'm just so proud of her. It's so cozy in here. And then they made a bunch of different treats for the Gilmore Girls event, and they had these cookies. They only had one left, and they painted them blue and put Stars Hollow on them and a star, but like I said, they only had one left. And she also sells merchandise. Here's her merchandise wall. I guess she had a bunch of t-shirts and stickers and coffee cups and I don't know what other things that said Luke's Diner or Gilmore Girls on, and she completely sold out of everything. So it was a really huge success. And I was bummed that I didn't get to see it, but I just didn't get down there. We live in Michigan. She lives in Kentucky. It's about a full 8-hour drive, so we got there the day that it closed after hours, and now we're saying bye. So anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little something that, you know, other than what I normally do, but I thought it was kind of fun. It was great being with my daughter and crafting together. And you know, I'll be back real soon. My next collaboration is with Sabrina from Sabrina's Craft Nanigans on October 7th. We're crafting up some candy corn pieces. So I will see you then. Until then, you have a blessed week. Bye.